Things heavily lit up when Cardi B and Nicki Minaj got into another heated Twitter back and forth. The feud stretched on for several days, but amid all the chaos, Cardi ended up in hot water for an entirely different reason as a leaked audio of her ranting about Latto surfaced online, and she was eventually forced to apologize to her. Yo, let's get into it. When Cardi B and Nicki Minaj first started trading hits on Twitter, nobody expected just how much would get unveiled or how long the fight would be. After almost 3 days of their argument, a lot more than just drama between the two of them started coming out, and it was especially Latto's sudden involvement that truly shocked people following along. A leaked audio took everything by storm when Cardi was suddenly exposed for dragging Latto while going after Ice Spice. The 2-minute call had Cardi up in a storm as she was making it clear that she was not afraid to go after Ice Spice if it came down to it, but it was the sudden stray towards Latto that had people pausing. Listen to this.
I'm gonna tell you what she said. Y'all wanna stupid? Think I'm Latto? You think I'm Nicki? Oh yeah, I'ma beat her. Any red carpet, any show I see her, any that, I'ma beat her. I'ma go in that mouth.
Ooh, while the clip allegedly wasn't recent, it quickly went viral because of the timing, since Cardi has spent time hyping up Latto due to a collab she has for her new album. Latto and Ice Spice have had their own history of trading shots, although they recently seemed to squash it up by teaming up for Giat earlier this month. But for Cardi to pull Latto's name into the drama, especially after Latto had just shown her support for the remix to Every Time, this made the situation even more awkward. Fans on social media immediately questioned whether this was meant to be trouble for the two women's relationship, since Latto clearly was getting pretty close with Cardi recently, even leaving supportive messages on her Instagram. The friendship had even started going pretty viral as fans were here for the team up, with comments even calling them sisters. Seeing the way they had acted up on the leaked call, fans were extremely anxious to see where the situation would go. Cardi is definitely known for escalating situations, and one collab wouldn't hold her back, as you've seen in the past. But everything took a surprising turn when Cardi decided to waste no time clearing the air. Just hours later, she addressed the audio directly on Twitter, insisting her comments didn't reflect how she truly feels about Latto, as she tweeted, "I was ranting and hot at the moment, but I F with Latto heavy. I respect everything about her, including her team that's so sweet." She even went further, seemingly making it clear that her apology had to be just as loud as what she said on the phone, as she continued with, "And nope, I'm not too prideful to apologize to someone I really respect, so this is my public apology, and now I'ma privately buy her a bag." The promise of Cardi making amends both publicly and behind the scenes had a lot of fans shocked, as this really wasn't something you usually see from her. Comments even said, "You real as for apologizing publicly. A lot of people embarrass people publicly and want to apologize privately, so respect to you." However, others were not too convinced about the way she was trying to make amends, especially as the tweet didn't even include an actual "I'm sorry" in it. Some people even called out the fact that money isn't always the solution, as one person said, "Girl, you're really taking people for fools. How you gonna buy a bag like that fixes it? You can't just throw cash at your mess like it's a little fight. This ain't respect, that's straight disrespect showing off like that." And some people believe Latto might have been the same mind, as she never actually made any public acknowledgement of it either. However, she did appear unbothered when speaking with paparazzi a day later. When asked about her work with Cardi, she actually kept the energy lighthearted as she simply talked about the recording process.
21. So you're not tired of hearing about 21?
From her response, it's seemingly possible that she isn't actually holding any grudges, and that's why things were so easily resolved between the two of them. This isn't the first time Cardi and Latto have collabed either, as Cardi hopped on Latto's Put It On The Floor remix, and Latto is only returning the favor with her Every Time remix last week. So it seems like their friendship might actually be stronger than some people might realize, and Cardi's comment about Latto doesn't seem to have been taken personally.
Nicki will whoop you and Cardi. On my soul. Ain't no gonna beat me.
Hollywood's girls are picking sides, and Nicki Minaj isn't letting it slide. She just called out Kemp for throwing her support behind Cardi B, even after all the years Nicki claims she had Tia's back. Right after Nicki hit send on her tweets about Cardi's relationship and pregnancy, the internet knew the feud was back on. And of course, Cardi wasn't about to let that slide. Within minutes, she went nuclear, dragging Nicki's brother, her husband Kenneth Petty's case, and even questioning why Nicki compares herself to her instead of the Rihannas and Drakes of the world. But that's not all. Cardi didn't just clap back, she twisted the knife. She accused Nicki of struggling with fertility because of all them perks, a claim that had the internet completely divided. Cardi's clapback split the internet. Some fans called it the perfect hitback, while others swore she crossed the line, dragging kids and health into it. Either way, the tweets were viral gasoline and the fire was blazing. But then came the twist. Kemp, Rick Ross's ex, jumped in and made it clear she was siding with Cardi, not Nicki. In a live stream, she said Cardi felt real to her, while Nicki's whole Barbie persona just didn't do it for her.
What if I need to be on the team for? I love Cardi B. I ain't with all that animated ass shit. It's time to stop all that Barbie shit and grow the fuck up. Who the fuck want to be a Barbie doll? We in our 40s. I'm about to be 49 next month. I ain't no more doll, baby. I ain't shit to play with.
And she didn't stop at one comment. She kept shading Nicki's whole Barbie persona and defending Cardi for hustling through pregnancy.
Yeah, I'm on that real shit. You gotta be real. I like them both, but you already know I love me some motherfucking Cardi. And Cardi is unmatched.
That wasn't the only time she spoke about this. She went on another live and called Nicki out.
I ain't one of the rap girlies. My motherfucking name Young T. And bitch, I don't play fair.
And this is where it blew up. Word spread that Nicki was not having it, but Tia doesn't care.
Nicki will whoop you and Cardi. On my soul. Ain't no gonna beat me. Not a 400-pound bow. Bet that. Girl, get out of here.
She then started clowning Nicki and defending Cardi for working while pregnant.
I hate jealous hoes. That's all I'm gonna say. You been making noise for 7 years. That girl got a baby in her stomach. And she out here doing what the she motherfucking supposed to.
Word spread fast that Nicki actually confronted Tia face to face, demanding to know why she betrayed her by backing Cardi. But Tia is already making threats of her own.
Girl, I go 800 days and 800 nights on her. Okay? Child, please. True. And bitch, I don't got Twitter. I'm not sitting there typing all that shit. I'm gonna get this phone and put it in my face and make 1,000 videos. Asshole!
For years, industry insiders have whispered that Nicki and Cardi's feud has forced other women in rap, and even people adjacent to the industry, to choose sides. And now, with someone like Tia Kemp openly siding with Cardi, it feels like Nicki's circle is shrinking while Cardi's influence keeps stretching outside the music world. If Nicki's willing to confront Tia Kemp in public, then nobody's safe, not even the ones who swore they'd never get involved.